Thank you, Samson. I think even before that, one of the reasons, this is one of the disasters that are very embarrassing. It's very embarrassing to us as a country because this is a disaster, I may say, that we saw that coming. We saw this coming, and we all, and probably the policymakers looked on, because yes, we have the policies, but the challenge is the policies are not put in place. The implementation is a problem, because when you look at what all the people have been saying, the policies have been there, the reports have been made, research was made earlier before the incident happened, and everybody slept on the job. This is very, very embarrassing as a country, because we could have stopped this. However much we say, probably maybe the budget issues, or we didn't have where to put the garbage and all that, policies have been in place, but the problem has been implementation, and probably the powers, the policy maker or the implementing institution, which is KCCA, did us a very, very dishonest job, I must say.
The government is known for bureaucracies and red tape, and literally that's how it works. How can that be reduced to make it efficient? Because all this has been caught in the cracks of red tape.
Samson, sorry. Yes, we shouldn't really hinge on bureaucracy per se to say that this happened because there's always that. Because when you look at the reports that are coming in, this Chitezi would have been decommissioned way back since 2015. Those are some of the reports I've seen. From that time up to now, what have we been doing as a country? What went wrong?
How can that be stopped?
To me, people have to take responsibility. They have to take responsibility, and then after, because they said they identified, there's already a space that has been identified in Mukono, and that should immediately be considered and taken up, because I've seen KCCA pleading to Nkumba and pleading to Entebbe to dump garbage there. All that if there was a problem, that would have been done way back. But waiting for people to die at the expense of, I can't say nothing, that was a very embarrassing moment as a country. We shouldn't have allowed this in the very place. We shouldn't have gone up to this level. We should have stopped this because we saw it coming, but we looked on and it happened. It's very unfortunate.
As someone who heads the environment cluster in the legal fraternity, is the country on a time bomb? And if I may, very briefly, how can these issues be prevented before they erupt?
One, people in charge of different things and the departments should own up the mistake first, and then we should have enough funding. We have low budget funding for disaster preparedness. One, there is a very big difference between preparing for disaster and actually managing disaster. Can we manage the disaster? Do we have the manpower to manage? Because by now most of those bodies would be out, but still people are still underneath, away from having the money. Can we be able, do we have the equipment to manage? That's a very big challenge. So away from having the budget, people need to go through thorough training to manage such situations. Away from that, we are still facing a very big problem, and otherwise we are going to have many charges. We are going to have many suits in courts of law, because these people are dying over negligence of policy makers, and I know people will not look on. We are yet to have many of these charges coming up and suits, because of the negligence that happened, and because we had the time, we had all the capacity probably and the time to prepare accordingly, but we never did that.
Councillor Ronald Chigundus, thank you very much.